Yes, Las Vegas Rotary Club. Before anybody runs for the door, I do not have coronavirus. I have seasonal allergies, and all the trees in my neighborhood decided to take me on 2 days ago, but I'm recovering. But I have no symptoms of any virus. Rotary International President Mark Maloney's theme for this year asks us Rotarians to strengthen the many ways that Rotary connects the world, building connections that allow talented, thoughtful, and generous people to unite and take meaningful action through Rotary service. Our club demonstrates every day how we are living President Maloney's mission with our local and international service projects through unity, connections, and actions. My name is Richard Jost, and I am privileged to serve as your president-elect and stand-in president for today's meeting. Welcome to all. If you have a cell phone, please take it out and participate on our Facebook live stream, which will have to end, however, when the speech contest begins later on in the program. I'm going to skip over today in history of television and movies and things that we do every week and talk about today and today. As you know, many organizations are reacting to the coronavirus, and a lot of people are asking, why is Rotary not reacting? And let me assure you that Rotary is. Rotary International is right now trying to figure out contingency plans if the international convention will not be able to be held in Hawaii, since obviously to get to Hawaii, unless you're a really good swimmer, you're on an airplane for a long time. And here closer to home, and you'll hear more about it during the announcements later, RILA is being postponed, and our district is still trying to decide what to do about the district convention and assembly, all of which is because Rotary has decided we are going to pay attention to the scientists and the World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control, and we are going to try to follow their recommendations. So before we go any further, if all of you could spread out so you're 6 feet apart. Thank you. The invocation today will be by Dr. Kathy Mahon with help from her assistant.
We're both kind of short. Anyway, I wanted to do the invocation today because my grandfather, Poppy, was a sailor in World War I, and he came back and was in a parade, a victory parade at the end of the war, and people were dropping dead of the flu virus in 1918 ahead of him and to his right and on the sidewalks, and he never got the flu. And he said the Shehehiana, one of our favorite prayers, at least once a week during this period, and never got the flu, H1N1. So I thought it would be very appropriate today for us to say the Shehehianu. And I asked Jerry up to help me because when I get nervous, my Hebrew kind of, after 14 years of Hebrew lessons, goes and leaves. So, Jerry, if you'll do it in Hebrew, I'll do it in English.
It's called the Shehechianu. It's Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamonu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh.
And that somewhat unusual sounding prayer means, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of all, who has kept us alive, sustained us, and brought us to this season. And as I said, I personally am going to be saying it weekly until this coronavirus is under control, because if it worked for Poppy, maybe it'll work for me. Thank you.
Our song leader is Ted McAdams.
We should not make fun of this, but laughter's good. I wanted to share a couple of things with you before we sing our song. I went to get gas at the MLK Costco at the business center. There is not a spare parking spot available. And I asked the guy who supervises the gassing of the cars. I said, what's going on? He said, people are panicking. And I saw people coming out of Costco with their carts piled high with stuff. In 1933, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, in his inauguration, said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. So my question is, where are you placing your hope? If it's in the stock market, you're nuts because it's down another 2,500 points today. And there you go, if you're risky. I will give you a source of hope if you wish to listen, and that is in the Bible. We are instructed 365 times to not worry, to not fear. God had something to say about fear. So we usually sing, when the fallback song for our club is God Bless America. We're going to do that, but we're going to do it in a quiet, prayerful manner, as supplication to the creator of the universe, Jesus Christ. So sing with me. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Please have a seat. Make yourselves comfortable. Do we have any international Rotarians visiting today? Visiting Rotarians. Where's our Sergeant at Arms?
Let's make sure it's working. Okay, here we go.
Jim Camburn, Summerlin. Glad to join you people today. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Any other visiting Rotarians? Whoop.
Good afternoon, everyone. Tanya Waggle. I'm a visiting Rotarian from After Hours. That's over at Tivoli Village. And I just wanted to let everybody know, I know you have your annual event coming up, but if anyone's interested in seeing what we're doing for ours, it's a little bit smaller than yours. So we're doing a Hoop Madness theme. So with NCAA talking about canceling the basketball, you can come see ours. That's on March 28th.
Thank you.
Yes, excuse me. Well,
Visiting Rotarians, right?
visiting Rotarians.
Kathy Stenberg, North Las Vegas Rotary. And Jay, you're visiting.
And Kathy, you're the president-elect of the North Las Vegas Club? Kind of, sort of.
I'm Jay Sweetnam from North Las Vegas Rotary also.
Very good. You guys meet on the morning on what, Fridays at Las Posas, right?
Hi, I'm Rebecca Collette. I'm from the Las Vegas Southwest Rotary Club, and I'm the past president and serving as assistant governor this year.
All right, Rebecca. Anybody else? Visiting Rotarians?
At this time, we'd like to recognize any guests of Rotarians.
I know there's a lot of those. Yes? Sort of. Any guess? I only know of one.
None? Oh,
I have my father-in-law here.
Joe Roberts, Army retired from Middle Georgia. Hooah.
any other guests? Well, at the head table today, my guests are Rose Faloco from our club, who is managing the district four-way speech contest, and Fred Fukumoto from the Las Vegas Southwest Club, who is brought one of the speakers, and Jay from the North Las Vegas Club, who already was introduced. So let's give a big round of applause for all of our visiting Rotarians. I'd like to thank the Rotarians who helped out today with setup, Andy, Dr. Andy, and Tina Bishop, the greeters, Dr. Andy also, and Jacob White, the invocation from Kathy Mann, the song from Ted McAdam, and we'll thank in advance the people doing the teardown, Renee and Nikki, the Sergeant at Arms, Kirk Alexander, the scribe, Jana Velasco, the photographer, past President Jim Tucker, and our intrepid every week ticket sellers, Marie Walsh and John Ingeming. For all things technical, Kirk Holmes and Stu Lipoff. And for our Facebook and Instagram feeds, Aaron Overton. We'll keep the announcements fairly short since we have a long program today, but just a reminder that your monthly and quarterly contributions to the Las Vegas Rotary Foundation help fund our projects. Another reminder that the International Convention in Hawaii is still scheduled for June 6th through 10th. Keep watching on Rotary.org just for the latest updates on that. Please remember to recycle your wheel and your raffle tickets. Please keep the green book circulating so that people can sign up for things. And again, a reminder, if you don't get the green book, in your wheel there's a Q code that you can scan and use that for the virtual green book to sign up for things. Let's go right to the induction of new members. So Rosalie, if you would come on up.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your attention. Today, we would like to induct Tobias, who is our newest member to the club, and his sponsor is Greg McGuire. Since we are limited on time due to the speech contest, I'm not going to read the induction script at this moment, but I'll do that later with Tobias so he's aware. So anyway, if you gentlemen would like to come up, please, we'd love to give you your formal induction to the club. How cute. Welcome aboard, Tobias. Thank you. We're very glad to have you. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. We'd also like to recognize Principal Shannon Brown from Beckley, who's here today, and I think brought some people from Beckley, if you want to introduce them.
So I have a big teacher voice. I don't need a microphone, everybody. This is what happens when you work in education.
But we can't hear you at the other end.
Oh, I'm sure you guys can hear me from all the way over there, right? I got the big voice. Okay, so as you guys know, hello, Shannon Brown, principal at Beckley Elementary School. I have with me today Eugene Toyama, our assistant principal, who is fabulous, and our instructional coach, Daniel Lyles, who you guys have actually got to meet and learn a little bit more from his past experiences with Rotary. I'm sure the big thing on everyone's brain right now is what's happening with coronavirus in Clark County School District. So I don't know how many of you might have children in school. We did not have school on Monday. The district provided all of the schools ample disinfectant, ample pieces of equipment for us to make sure that we keep our schools clean and attending to any of the needs that come up in the building. So on Monday, all custodial staffs throughout the district were tasked with doing a deep disinfecting clean on all hard surfaces in the building in order to make sure that we can keep contaminants down. We've been provided with hand sanitizer, multiple soap dispensers. They've even offered us to put more in order to be able to make sure students are able to wash their hands appropriately. We have some teachers playing tricks on the kids. They'll put an X on their hand with a marker and say, if you do a really good job washing your hands and you make the X go away, you're going to get a prize. Because as you guys know, kids don't typically take the amount of time it takes to wash hands. So we're trying to do things on our end in order to make sure that all of our students and our staff are all safe with the coronavirus. So please know CCSD is doing an absolutely amazing job making sure that we are taking care of all of our families in our community. With that said, we are not stopping any of the things that we are doing in schools. So our next big event, we are doing a swap meet in our parking lot. So if anybody feels like they'd like to stop by on March 21st and buy a space to sell some of the things that you no longer want, please feel free to swing on by because that's what we'll be doing. Also on that same day, we'll be doing a bike rodeo. So we have a number of bicycles that are coming out that is given to us from Safe Routes to School to help promote how to actively and be safe when they are coming to school on any type of wheeled equipment, scooters, skateboards, all that jazz. So anyway, that's what we've got going on at Beckley. We'd love to see you guys on the 21st. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Shannon.
If you could take the microphone to David Thorson, who I think has an announcement about the Wetzel Awards.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians and guests. And President-elect, I'd like to congratulate you on your premiere, losing your voice for your premiere of running the club. Well done. Wetzel Awards will be March 26th, Thursday right after the meeting. We'll head out to Nellis Air Force Base. Despite coronavirus, our men and women in uniform are still continuing to defend the country, and so we will be out there with them unless something weird happens at the base and they shut down civilian access. We are doing it at different locations, so like Bob Werner, people that drive themselves, it's going to be someplace different this time, and I will get that information out to the club. Otherwise, we'll meet at the front gate, and we'll bus you to the appropriate building, and that's on March 26th. See you there.
Thank you, David. If you take the microphone to Marie Walsh, please. For a wrap-up on Breakfast with Books.
Thank you, Richard. We had Breakfast with Books on this previous Tuesday. It was a very, very bad morning weather-wise. I didn't think we'd even get 50 to 100 people, but we did very well, and here are the stats. The school children that attended were 43, 0 to 5 years old. We had 7 babies. Safe Key Kids, 37, adults, 41. We had a total of 128 people, which I thought was very good for such a bad day. Very good. And the logs that were sent in were 17. That meant that our school kids read 170 books in the last month. So thank you very much.
Now back to the other side of the room for Howie, who's as an announcement about this.
Howie was wearing a hat. I saw him when he came in. Yeah, he still is.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. I'm here to tell you about District Conference. Has not been canceled as of yet. It's nearly approaching May 1st through the 3rd in Pasadena, California, at the Westin Pasadena. Will be put on by the Pasadena Club, celebrating their 100th year as a club. So it's supposed to be a special event. Registration was filling up fast. As of the end of February, there was only 20 rooms left. Registration needs to be filled. You can do the registration online at district5300.org. And last day of registration is April 8th. We hope to have a good attendance and hope to be there where we get the district, the governor's bell, and prove that we're the greatest Rotary Club in the world.
Thank you. I didn't see Jerry Senis come in.
Yeah, he's here. I got him.
All right, just the announcement for highway cleanup coming up March 28th. It's over there. We always meet at 9 o'clock. And then there's brunch following at my house. So please make it. Love to see you all there on March 28th. Thank you.
Thank you.
What time is that Saturday morning? 9 a.m., not 8, 9.
And now over to Renee Gamero to talk about the Cuisine and Octane fundraiser.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians, April 25th, our fundraiser, Cuisine and Octane at Celebrity Cars. This year promises to be bigger than ever, shaping up to be better than last year. And yet, if you were there last year like I was, it was spectacular. This would be a great opportunity as well if you've had people in mind that you wanted to introduce to Rotary to come in a great social setting, show them what we're all about. So we have more vendors this year, more unique action items, a lot of adventure trips is what we're going to see this year, more food choices, and I forgot who it was asked me to make sure to mention it was an open bar. Raise your hand who that was. So please, best thing you can do to help is buy tickets. Tony is going to be over near the entrance there. I bought my ticket, really excited about it, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there.
Thank you. Back
Thanks,
to the other
Renee.
side of the room again.
I'll get my steps in today. Wait a minute.
Right, we're going to Jim Hunt
for tomorrow night.
Thank you, President-elect Richard. Few quick announcements I've got for tomorrow. Bad news is it's going to rain again tonight and tomorrow morning. The good news is it should be stopping in the afternoon and should be okay for tomorrow night. It's going to be at Kirk and Rebecca Holmes' home. It's a BYOB as usual. Bring your favorite beverage if you'd like. It's also a potluck, so if you could, those of you who can make a little side dish, please bring that. Would be great. Looks like we've got about 40 people that will be coming, including several officers from Nellis Air Force Base that will be our guests. So it should be nice to be able to talk with them and interact with them. I want to thank Bill Houghton again for getting a beautiful cigar humidor that will have the Rotary logo on it that we'll be raffling off. We're also got to have a box of cigars that Janice Lenke acquired from Las Vegas Cigar Company of a value of about $250. And there's going to be a box of cigars that we're going to raffle off for Destiny's Rescue that was acquired by Kerry Gross and Adam Homey. So that will be auctioned off, and the proceeds will go to them for their cause. So from Creech, excuse me, the officers are from Creech that'll be joining us. So it should be a fun night. If anybody has any questions, let me know. If you haven't signed up yet, the Green Book's going around. Thanks very much.
Officers from
And now,
the
Bill,
Space
if you could take the
Force.
microphone to Bill Houghton.
Where is Bill? Oh, he is here.
As president, thank you, fellow Rotarians. As President-elect Jost had mentioned, RILA has been postponed. There was an email blast went out to all of the facilitators and the team leads this morning. There's a meeting going on tonight with the district governor and the RILA committee that they're going to determine a new date on the calendar. And so we haven't announced it to the students yet. We have 15 students that are lined up to go. 6 of them are related to people in the club. And I met with the kids on Tuesday. Everybody's excited. And we're looking forward to the new date down the road a little bit to get everybody there. So that's the scoop about RILA and what I know.
Thank you. And now, last but not least, if you take the microphone to Annie Nuna.
Annie's right here. We caught her eating lunch.
I have no voice, and she has a mouthful of food. What a great team.
Hello, everybody. We were invited to the new show at Bally's. It is supposed to be fabulous. So when they invited us, I asked them if they would give us 2 extra tickets. And they said no problem. So I wanted to raffle them today. And therefore, Sunday, the show starts at 7, and it's at the big showroom at Bally's. So whoever gets them, let me know, and I'll give you the info, okay?
So if we're going to raffle them off right now, what would the starting? What should we start at?
What's the face?
1,000.
What's the
100. Would anybody like to buy 2 tickets to Extravaganza for $100? I have no idea.
It's a show that really goes through the history of Las Vegas. They have all kind of singers from Sinatra to Elvis, but then they also have all the way the shows used to be in the old times, like the Folie Bergère and the Casino de Paris with the showgirls and the dancers and all that. It's absolutely fabulous. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, so we should start at $150 for 2 tickets. Does anybody want to bid $150?
when is it for again? When is it?
It's for Sunday, but if you need to change it, I'll work on it. It should be okay.
So this weekend.
So this weekend, Sunday evening, anybody want to bid on 2 tickets to Extravaganza, a new show at Bally's? $50. All right. A little bit of enthusiasm. Anybody want to outbid that? Maybe 75? 75, thank you. Anybody want to go 100? Can we get to 100? Apparently not. We sold them for 75. Thank you, Annie. If you want to grab your raffle tickets for the chance to pull a card, pull a joker, I believe the raffle drawing is up to $5,436 plus whatever came in today. And the lucky ticket holder is 988-2456. And now the raffle drawing for the Lowry Bucks. 2284. Wow, lucky table.
Hey, that's my partner.
Congratulations. Okay, so we've made it through the announcements, and I think everybody's been served. And we're going to go right into the district. We're going to go right into the district speech contest. And I was asked after the last speech contest, there were a number of people who were upset that people were talking loudly at their tables while the contestants were speaking, which, in addition to being rude, is certainly a poor reflection on Rotary. And so I would ask you during this district speech conference today, if you absolutely, positively have to say something to someone at your table, could you please try very hard to whisper or take it outside or do something, but please don't disrupt the contest. So without further ado, Rose, let's go for it.